after it. Right, move the hands, big legs.
Just want to check everything is okay with the sound and also on the quality. Should all be good. Welcome along to today's show. Hope all is well.
More race paces. Make sure we're up at sort of 37, 38. Okay, then we'll do some starts. We're going to be between 2. From the back.
Now weirdly, on our test device, it's showing us buffering, but we're not getting anything of any sound or any sign of buffering on our system. So do let us know if there is any problems. Our first flight. Is C5 for Amsterdam. I think it's just my device here. I don't know what's going on here, but my yellow box is telling me it's a solid connection and there's no breaking the connection, no buffering or anything like that. But weirdly, I might close the app if I can, but yeah, weirdly, the app which I use to monitor the stream, the YouTube app, that's breaking up constantly, and I don't know why, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me check something. Hang on, folks. See, YouTube Studio is saying excellent condition. The yellow box is saying I'm running at 30 frames, 0% drops, and we sometimes get them. Yeah, if there is buffering, apologies, folks. I really don't know why. Is it buffering so much that it's unwatchable? If so, I'll change a setting to see if we can lower the resolution from 4K to 2K. That makes a bit of difference. I'll do that. But normally on my end, when you know there's issues with the speed of the internet, it can't handle the 4K, you get drops, and I've got no drops. And my latest speed test is showing I can stream in 4K. I tell you what, we'll watch Sea Flyer, and then I'm going to briefly pause it to change the settings and see if that makes a difference for you guys. We'll do that. Sea Flyer just going to stand, and ITA is inbound very soon. Right, bear with me. Right, we'll keep an eye on this. Let me know how that is now. Now it's changed. Right, how's that now?
Did you go into the window, Victor?
149.
Yeah, there's some slow conditions, but it looks a little bit more on it and a little bit more accelerated. But, yeah, a bit more.
Okay, I think we're good. Right, we've lowered it down to 2K. I don't know what's happening now. YouTube not happy with 4K. Everything on my side is fine. Even streaming to the broadcast server, absolutely fine. But when you go onto YouTube, it just completely has a hissy fit.
That's it.
So apologies, that was not a good start. But anyway, welcome along everyone to London Planespotting. Lewis here from London City Airport. Hope everything is good. In the week that we see the UK's newest airline take off from Glasgow, I hope everyone is good. Yes, indeed, Global with their Airbus A380 took off this week to their inaugural flight from Glasgow to JFK. It was a very interesting one, to say the least. If you have seen the latest YouTube reviewers, many of the big YouTubers are out there, of course, as you would expect, was covering it, and it's an interesting one. The one I watched, not a regular for me actually, not one how I normally watch, but he was one of the first to release, and his review was very good, but the quality was not great in regards to what they were offering. Really surprised, so a bit worrying, because it was the airline which I was quite excited to see take off, and you know, the promises around it were so big. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, but so far probably not the best start. David, watch the review, my friend. Shed is putting it nicely. I'm really surprised that they decided to go ahead with it, if I'm honest, because at the end of the day, the aircraft was only 96 people full. Majority of them were influencers, social media, reviewers, you know, the media. So you need this to be perfect, quite frankly. You need it to be, you know, you need it to be looking great, and that's what it wasn't. I think you're better off. I don't know if they ran out of money, or if the budget's tight, because it's a very expensive business, 100% an expensive business. But yeah, there's a lot. But the aircraft itself looks very dated. Even on the outside, you'd look at it and you'd think that looks a bit worse for wear. Lots of air tape on the wing, on the flaps. A very quick livery job that they've done, and inside the cabin, very worn down, cracks, systems don't work, no Wi-Fi, no onboard entertainment. Interesting, really interesting. Anyway, good morning everyone who has joined us on the chat today. Good morning to David, good morning to Carl, Kat, good morning Avis 47, welcome to you. Hope everyone is good. Trevor Masters, good morning to you as well. Yeah, we took a bit of a unscheduled brief stop in the schedule last week, so apologies for that. I am coming back from after a bit of a bad back and sciatica. It's still there. It's not been too bad. It's a lot better than last week. This is the first time I'm sort of standing for prolonged time, so keeping an eye on it, seeing how we go. That's why we done City today and not Heathrow or Gatwick, because the car's quite close. I can head out and I can, if I need to pack up quickly, I don't have much further long distance to go. Sciatica's playing up a little bit, not going to lie, but the good thing is where we are, we've got railings, so I can lean and put a bit of pressure on the railings instead, whereas if I was at Heathrow or Gatwick, there's absolutely nowhere to sit down or to lean and rest, so yeah, that needed to happen. So apologies for not doing a show last week. Managed to do the fly pass. Hope you enjoyed it last week. Was it last week? Week before, sorry. Week before. So yeah, after that was just absolute agony in the back. But we are at Stansted Airport next week. Yes, Stansted Up Close and Personal is back. I can do that one because I get to sit down on that one. We can have the chairs out. So we're just watching the turnaround of ITA Airways. This is a bit of a quiet period before it sort of ramps up the last bit of Saturday period, and then they all start again tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of it, Carl, wasn't different. I didn't think much of a difference with first class and business class and global, from pictures I've seen. To be quite honest, I'd be quite happy with business class. The only thing I'm hearing on all cabins is that the seats are terrible, in an absolute terrible condition. They re-put upholsterers in, but the actual seats were not re-padded. So they're quite uncomfortable. You can feel the bolts. So I don't know. I really don't know. And from what I've heard, they're struggling with filling the aircraft up with sales. And that was a telltale sign when you saw on like social media them releasing sort of special offers and half price offers, and you shouldn't be seeing that for an inaugural flight or a new airline. It should be, everyone wants to give it a go first of all. So I don't really know what is in store. Judging by what I've seen so far, I'd say it's a bumpy ride for them, and it's, they've got a lot of critics, a lot of doubters as well. But I don't know. I just think, I hope they can turn it around, because it looks really good, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see an A380, someone who is, bold enough to go for an A380. Time will tell. If you have just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Carl. Yes, that's true as well, Carl. I don't know about flight. I think apparently it took them ages in first class, and then the economy took about 3 hours, I believe. By then it was a bit weird to see the second service within like another hour or two after the first one. But yeah, apparently so. They took a long time with the meals as well. A lot of the meals weren't loaded as well properly, I believe. Which, not necessarily their fault, to be fair.
Another thing to remember though, the start might be snappy, so when behind schedule it will be like, right, attention, go. So you've got to be switched on when you get there, okay?
Yep. Alright, count stops for crew. 3 quarters. Ready. When I say ready, square. Easy there. Easy there. When I say ready, square, okay? Ready. Attention. Go. Draw.
Yeah, David, I think, to be honest, it's probably the worst time to start up an airline, especially as focused in North America and US flights, especially when other alternative airlines out there are doing absolutely some real price cuts due to the downfall of the demand to US due to the tariffs, due to current political situation in the US. Many European passengers don't really want to go to America at the moment, so it's probably the worst time to launch a flight, a brand new airline, to the US when you've got US tariffs and also tariffs on aviation parts, and also a huge drop in demand. I was really excited with their ambitions, and to give credit to them, their ambitions are fantastic. And if they can do it, then, you know, if they succeed within, I don't know, two years and actually pull off what they said they're going to do, fair play. But that is the thing, can they pull it off? It's very questionable, very questionable. And if you imagine, the majority of the passengers on board, well, they were someone who were excited to be on it, they wanted to go on it. But all you need is, if they were launching that particular airline right now, they would be slated by the average passenger because the quality is not there. And they'll absolutely free fall to reputation-wise, and no one will want to go on them. So why would you choose an airline that only offers 1 or 2 flights a day, if that, you know, it hasn't got good connections at the moment. That's not their fault. That's, you know, very brand new airline. That's what you're going to get. Also, the actual product itself is very dated and very worn out. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that British Airways and other sort of linear airlines have also recently been sort of criticised for the quality of the product, but they are showing investment and they are showing that they're, you know, they're upgrading the aircraft, they're doing changes to them, whereas this airline is just entering its service. This airline is just starting, and pretty much I think it's safe to say the funding is gone on to making sure the airline can start up, and you know, you would expect that. The problem with that is the funding is not there to get the product and get the airline to the level it needs to be to encourage and entice passengers, and that's the danger for them. That is the big danger. If you want my personal opinion, I think they need more investment. They need another sort of like injection of money. Tom, good morning to you. Says my 2 cents have gone global. I know you've been not critical, but what's the word? You've got your doubts. I know your feelings on global in regards that you're expected to have 4 aircraft there. Don't expect them to be long. For me, I think they've got 2 routes. I personally think they were ambitious to get an A380 so soon. They should have advertised that we want to get an A380. We're going to start off with, I don't know, like an A330, or we're going to start off with a smaller plane, build the brand, build the airline, get experience, and then we'll start focusing on, you know, 1 or 2 A380s, and then we'll transition to the A380 airline afterwards. They haven't done that. They decided to buy out the aircraft, which is incredibly expensive and very questionable to do. And as they are seeing, you've got to be a bit lucky to get a good stock of aircraft. Buying from China Southern, or I forget the other one they bought from now, Singapore, isn't it? But buying from them, it wasn't the greatest quality. The product itself, the Chinese product, was a China Southern product, I believe. The product itself wasn't the best of cabins, to be honest, when they launched the A380, in my opinion. So the fact that they decided to keep it, obviously that's a financial thing, but they've put their own sort of branding on it. But we've seen broken seats already, and you know, unpadded seats, and the basics hasn't been done. That's the problem here. The basics have not been done. See, I'm not yet. I think if they can get another backing, the problem is these 2 backers currently are quite huge financially, especially one of them. So I think if they actually get it right, they could do it. But I think the first flight has proven to everyone there is a lot still to do before they are anywhere near in a state of ready to go commercial. They're not. You know, you cannot sell a product like that. You cannot. You know, could you imagine a 6-hour flight on an economy chair with no padding, or you know, seats falling off, or headrests falling off, you know, or in-flight entertainment system not working? it's critical. It is absolutely critical to the brand that they get those sort of things right, because at the end of the day, unlike aviation enthusiasts like ourselves, as much as that's a luxury and we like to see it, and it, you know, we see that as something that's expected, because of the excitement around global, you kind of ignore that to some extent, whereas the average paying passenger would not. Well, that's it. Spot on there. Some investors only continue for so long, but I think if they can get one thing right, if they can get sales right, they can do it. But it's a big ask. It's a big ask. And for me, I think Glasgow was a questionable choice. I personally would have gone for, out of the two, I would have gone with Edinburgh. Much bigger passenger numbers. Or Manchester. But yeah, interesting. Okay, update of what we've got. We've got a couple of delays at the moment, which is why we're not seeing an arrival just yet. We are a little bit early for Luxembourg, but that's still showing as 11:12 at this moment in time. Departure is what we're focusing on, and that is where things are slightly behind schedule. So we were expecting NetJet's departure. We haven't had that yet. We should be seeing that next. Then the Rome flight, which is what we're watching here, the turnaround for that is showing at 10:40, might be 10:50, but roughly 10:40 at this moment in time. Yeah, the Gatwick situation, Tom, I think that's financial. I think the handling costs were too high for the beginning. Well, I can hear NetJets starting up. There we can see the NetJets in the background. This is a expected to be a Cessna Citation altitude.
Victor November, request down to 1. Golf 6, 5, Victor November, cross runway 09, Victor Foxtrot, down to 1. 5, Victor November, cross runway 09, Victor Foxtrot 4, down to 1, okay.
So that's the NetJet starting up. We should be seeing ITA very soon as well.
Sorry, are you doing the plane thing?
Yeah, we're live streaming. Yeah, nothing much. We're just doing a live stream today, so
okay.
that's what it is.
Something going off soon, is it?
You've got net jets over in the private area that'll be going off in the next, probably next 5 minutes. And then you have ITER coming out, which is that blue one there.
Yeah.
That's going to go out at, I think it's 10:50, so about 10 minutes starting. So yeah.
Anything coming into land soon?
Not until another 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never been in before.
Oh no?
What a surprise.
It's always a good location. It's probably the quietest time, unfortunately,
Right.
on Saturdays, because they don't do that many because of the sound restrictions. But weekdays is very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Private. A little private one, you say, yeah?
Yeah, he's the one. He's the first one you see just next to. I don't know if you see a red light sort of flashing there.
I can't see
On
a
fin.
red light flashing. No, where?
Just look for the wall.
There's the tanker going there.
Further on to the right.
Yeah, go to the right, Travel Lodge, yeah.
So you got past the Travel Lodge. You got the red and white wall.
Yeah.
See the first fin there, red light.
I can see a red light. Oh, is that on top of a plane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that is the Cessna.
Excuse my ignorance.
That's
I
all
can
right.
just about see that, yeah. Oh, where that red bus is now, yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, right, is that air traffic control?
So that that is. Yeah. That will be moving very soon. Well, they were apparently trying to do that, weren't they, Cole? Go to Manchester. We'll just have to see, really. See what happens. I think it's going to be probably make or break from this period. If they get it right, if they overturn it, make the changes that they do, then fair play. If they don't know. I still think it was the wrong time to actually
Oh, yeah?
right now it's moving. I'm just going to look. Yeah, sorry, to actually go for an actual flight, because clearly they weren't ready. And I'd be very surprised if you find a YouTuber with a glowing review, quite frankly, and that's a big kicker for them. That was the mistake, because they need those types of reviews. They need to be good, and credit to the reviewers. They're not going to just give them an easy time, because their reputation's on the line. Sarah, good morning to you. Hope you're good. Celebrating 18 months, of being a FACO member. Thank you to you, Sarah. Hope you're good. Good morning. Well, I didn't want to play that name, Tom, but I think we all knew what I was talking about there. Whew. There we go. Little pocket rocket, that one. Bag's still being loaded here, Vita. Okay, passengers now loading for ITA Airways.
I'll be here to talk babysit people car park. You know what I'm worried about.
on it, boys.
Okay, give me an update on next arrival. That's the Lux Air, and also going to be the Nice flight. They're both coming in over the channel at the moment. Oh yeah. Apologies, folks. Back is still absolutely starting to properly ache now. So Lux Air is going to be the Dash 8, and then we also got the CRJ inbound very soon. Behind that, we've got two aircrafts behind the CRJ from Nice, which is the Milan Airbus A220 and the Zurich A220. So two A220s inbound. Yeah, one thing I saw, Carl, wasn't one of their ambitions was first class to have floor to ceiling walls, individual cabin, and a a toilet or I can't remember if it was a toilet or a shower per seat. So it'd only be like 4 seats, and each one was going to be have a toilet built into it or something like that, which obviously was dropped instantly. And they've all had these other sort of things of spas and other sort of suggestions that they're going to have, but it's all well and good suggesting it and keeping up the whole sort of hype, but the hype is meaningless if the actual product itself is not going to be any good. And I think this is where they've fallen down from, really. They've had a bit of taste of reality, the whole project. I've just seen that comment. I told you, David. Don't know what you're talking about. I don't drink Coke. It's Pepsi Max only. Being framed. Inside joke, folks. Apologies. Right. Just to give you a final update. Well, an update on the final of Lux Air coming in. That's on final. That is just making its turn off in positioning on Southend, and we should see it in the next 5-10 minutes. Paul, welcome to you, and also thank you for your continued support of 5 months being a flight crew member. So passengers are now are on. I believe the stairs, it has been retracted as well. So that is, or disconnected I should say. And the final bit of cargo and bag luggage is being loaded, and we should see them going very soon. This is the ITA Airways in time for, I believe we're going to see ITA Airways go up first, and then we're going to see Luxair inbound afterwards. So
Good, relax your grip.
David. Okay, like I said, just approaching Dartford. Okay, ITA has now finally made contact. Oh, they've missed the slot. Yeah, thought it would. It was 10 past, and I think I missed it. It is indeed, Carl. That is the wrong flight. Yeah, that's the wrong one. I think we are getting Milan later. That's the ITA that's coming in a moment. But yeah, that is the wrong flight. Oh, dearie me. Apologies if you can hear any groans or anything from me, or unusual sounds, but the sciatica's really kicking in again. Oh. I stupidly forgot my painkillers today. Yes, that is correct, Carl. It is half an hour late. That's why we've lost their slot. I thought for some reason it was down that. Let's have a look. Oh no. Oh, ouch, that's not good. So traffic controllers just said the earliest slot they can do for them is 12:10 because they've missed their slot. They're going to try and see if they can get it out earlier, but that's a real delay there for ITA. So, at this rate, it'll mean that Luxembourg flight with Luxair will be arriving touching down way before ITA. SE Aviation, hope you're well. Welcome to you. Okay, it's just turning. Just over There we are. There she is. Here is our Dash 8.
Freddie, you're in power, Freddie. Alright, can you take a circle and move right, please? Please and move.
Okay, Sean, don't come out too far. You've got crews coming up your right hand side.
Okay, Luxair here. This is the Dash 8 from Luxembourg. Okay, so the Nice flight is the next inbound to land. This is City Flyer 39 Romeo. Welcome along if you've just joined us. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's a bit of a laid-back, calmer show today. A bit of a trial for myself where I'm just trying to keep it a little bit easy after just coming back from a bit of a bad battle on sciatica. So see how long I can sort of stand with no support at the moment, see how it goes. Next week we should be a little bit more back to normal because I'll be able to sit down at Stansted, where the position that we are at. Just going for seeing how things are. So apologies if it's not the normal sort of soul you're used to and show that you're used to, but I do appreciate that. Inbound next is the Nice flight. Happy Saturday to everyone who has joined us today. Do let us know what your plans are this weekend. Me sitting on a chair with a hot water bottle. That's my plan. Might play a little bit of sim. I haven't had much to do with flight sims. I might play a bit of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Haven't played on any builds A350 that much so far, so I might give that a go. Right, who wants to watch a Dash 8 park? I do. Here we go. You know what day it is? God, what I do for a bar stool right now at the moment. Just something to sit down on. The earliest it sounds like it is going to be able to get out is 12:07. That's a kicker, that is. Do you know what? If they were closer, I would actually ask that, though. Or just painkillers. Oh, nice Gulfstream. Sneaking out there. What reg is that? I'm just having a look. Nice little Falcon, that one. Do like a Falcon. It's a 9B. I don't think we've had the 9B yet. turn and burn here from Falcon. So ITA is having to wait up until at least another half an hour for their flight. So that is a huge delay on that one, over an hour delay now, what it's looking like.
1170, contact 10 direct from 132.7. Bye-bye.
Thank you, David. Your distraction is somewhat helpful to the pain. No, very limited information on that one, Carl. I couldn't tell what the reg was. I'm not too sure if it was French registered either. Not too sure.
Check on your routing, but you've now got a slot at 11:07, early 7 about 11:02, so start of roughly 10 to the hour, so about 25 minutes away. I've already messaged you and they come further forward. Copy all, Lieutenant 01, thanks for the information, sir, on your condition.
So the earliest now is 12:07. He said 11:07, but I think that might have been aviation time, which would be plus an hour, which would make it 12:07.
Make sure your blades are off the water. Tap down.
Michael, hope you're good. No problem at all. We're giving this one a trial today. Obviously, with me not being here last week for a show due to back injuries and it's a bit of sciatica, or because of sciatica. Seeing how this is with me standing for sort of a prolonged time. This is the first time I've standed since this injury for a long time, in long periods I should say. Most of the time been sort of sitting down at work and not being too active, but you can really feel it when you're not you stand up for too long. Thankfully, as I say, next week, Stansted, I'll be sitting down. So I'm not too concerned. There is our next aircraft, which is ITA Airways. Beautiful aircraft. to see in the sky. There she is. That is the Milan flight coming in.
You look like a security guard. Straight.
Going behind some clouds there. But yeah, Michael, hope you're well and the family are well. Can as well. Cute little dog. Okay, there she is, the A220, just on its final turn.
Good morning to you. Temperature wind is variable at 5 knots. Instant surface wind is currently 0.037 knots. Runway 09, clear to land. Clear to land 09, have a good looking.
There she goes. So this is the Milan flight inbound for Italy. Very nice smooth landing there from Ito.
Okay, right, passing stand 2121. Making right, stand to 1,
And Swiss is just ahead of us, parallel to the runway. There she is. We'll see that. That's the next Airbus A220 inbound. Butter landing, says Cole, absolutely.
Victor might request contact code. 6 Roger, proceed Mike and then by Mike cross runway to Norfolk Road. Proceed Mike and by Mike cross runway for Norfolk Road number 6.
But I was talking to, I said to Will, I said,
Billwick, welcome to you. Good day there, so new sub here. Welcome along. It's not normally this quiet on the show here, but thank you for joining us. There is Swiss, and the gear is not down yet, so let's watch the gear come down. Here comes the gear.
Switchboard Alpha Hotel, 3 hello, 2 70 weight variable 5 knots. Set 070 wing.
At KLM also coming in very soon.
Again, like I said, 9 up 4 Lima Charlie information, Lima 705 request to Luxembourg. What's the number for next tower?
I mean, I'm always impressed when Luxair do their turnaround because it's so quick. I know it's a small plane, but they're already requesting startup approval. So we'll see the Dash 8 going soon. They don't hang about here, Luxair. Michael, yes, a very sunny day. The clouds are clearing. It's about 20 odd degrees today, I think. I'll just double check. We're saying 14, but I know it feels a lot warmer than that. I thought it was 20 today, with highs of 24. It doesn't feel cold for 14, really. I think it's a bit more than that, to be honest. If it is, then the sun is certainly keeping the heat going. That's what it is. The sun actually hitting on you is warming you up. KLM on final. Lee, good morning to you. Hope you're good. Let's just focus our attentions onto the KLM.
I raced up at Hammersmith the other day.
So the Rome flight with ITA has finally been given approval to start up. So we're going to see that going very soon. They are starting the engines very soon. We're just going to focus on Swiss. Just taxi in to their parking spot and they're just going to park up. Swiss will be heading out in about half an hour or so, I believe, back to Zurich. The Rome flight is scheduled very soon. It's past its schedule, obviously, and we should see that starting up in a moment. Luxair also will be going very soon. We'll just keep an eye on that. And the Milan flight is just deboarding at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that one as well.
Today's a learning day.
Passengers offloading there.
Okay, good luck to you.
They'll go on the bus and then that will go to passport control. And I think we're going to see KLM in stand 4. 4 of 8, I think. Might actually be 8. Yeah, I think we're going to have 8 or 9. Lee, do you know what? I wasn't too sure if there was or not. Do you know what I did see though on DLR? I don't know if it's because they're testing it or not, but the new DLR train came into City Airport. So I'm not too sure if that's actually a proper service or they were testing it, but it looked quite nice. Completely different colour, isn't it? So KLM, we're just waiting for the stands to be available. I think it's going to be stand 9 by the looks of this. Ah, here we go. ITA for the Rome flight is now moving. So this has had an hour delay. The original time of takeoff was supposed to be 10:40. It's now 11:47. So yeah, a lot of delay. Yeah, the disruption, I believe, is actually the work to upgrade the line. David, gets confirmation there that it is actually stand 8 that KLM is going in.
model. Going to the west, systems about your connect very well together.
Variable 7 knots, runway 09 is clear to take off.
Okay, clearance given. Here we go. Oh, that Wookiee noise. Is it me? Would that engine sound a bit rough? That was an unusual... That had a proper rumble to it. I've never heard an A220 rumble like that. Unless that was a... I don't know. No, that's unusual. That was definitely distinctively different sound. I don't know if the camera picked that rumble up, but it just didn't seem right. I'm not suggesting anything wrong with it, of course, but I'm just saying it just still looked a bit different. David says maybe Fiat have the maintenance contract for ITA now. I would explain the rumbling of the sounds. Carol, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Thank you for joining us. Oh dear. Oh, engine start for Dash 8.
Yeah, but no, it's good. Like he's good for her.
City Flyer, sorry, inbound very soon. The Dublin flight, this one, inbound from City Flyer.
Roger, we'll vacate stand 9 and we'll go. Good morning, flight activities. Hello, service wind 4, runway 09, expect to land. Tower 4+1 is cleared on standby. 4+1 received, thanks. Left at 94 Lima Term, taxi order point Alpha, report at the department. Taxi order point Alpha, we're correct, 9 Lima Term.
And another C5, the ID for flight is just above the dash 8 there. There it is there. That'll be coming in very soon, number 2.
X-ray, make it right, down 3. 573, 570 straight. Line up 40 and 20, ready to stop. Left there, line up all in the phone, by Alpha, line up away from window at 9. Alpha, line up away, successful. Next correction, 9 and 40. Enter the taxiway, proceed on foot, holding wing Tango 4. From stand 9, proceed to enter the taxiway, proceed on foot, holding wing Tango 4. 10 miles 40 in the early. Inbound traffic 5 miles, service with variable 4 knots, runway 09 and clear for takeoff. Into the balcony area for 1 over. Hello, fantastic. Flight 7366, hello, continue approach departure ahead. Flight 7366. Flight 78 X-ray, just for information, there are 2 operations staff on the taxiway, they will be remaining for Western. Just confirm, Tango 4 is our holding set. That was my bad and that was there, Tango 4. So that changes Tango 4. Flight 736, service with variable 6 knots, runway 09 and clear for land. After landing, expect the backtrack. Thank you, clear for runway 09, after landing, expect backtrack to flight 736.
So apparently there's some staff doing some works on the taxiway. I'm trying to find them actually. So because of that, Seafly, when they come in, are going to be doing a backtrack, which is going to be nice to see. Flight 736, when able, running backtrack, expect to vacate Charlie, but hold short Charlie on the runway. Backtrack, expect Charlie, but hold short Charlie, Flight 736. There we go, there's the backtrack.
Request Thomas 1 to 13 and 40 out of service for 2, Thomas 1 to 13 and 14 out of service for 2. Thank you, Trevor.
Ready? Go.
One, if you can report when both personnel are east of Tango 5. Order out, we will report when both are east of Tango 5 or Tango 5. Flight 736, you know what stand by, Flight 736, it will be stand 5. There is a on-foot inspection of the taxi here that's being carried out and getting passed on by the
Okay, so there's an on-foot inspection which is happening here, which is why they're backtracking. So I'm not too sure why that they're inspecting the taxiway. Possibly something to report with.
city car from the flight 7019. Flight 7019, oh hello, officer. Hello, can we just get a instant wind please, see what it's doing? Flight 7019, the instant wind 3503. It's predominantly been northeast, but it has been incredibly variable as of late. Okay, that's a copy. Thanks.
Yeah, couldn't agree more on that one, Michael. Inspection is still being carried out. Not too sure. I've never seen an on-foot inspection, but something obviously has arisen for them to inspect on foot. But they're more or less walking the whole length of the taxiway there.
You eat your food, yeah. I'll speak to you later. Love you loads, bye.
Oh, we have a 747 in the sky, right above us. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, it might be tight. It might be tight. You can see we're on trails. Yeah, two much above us. See if we can get it later. There's another one as well, I think. There's two. Oh, you've got Lufthansa, which is up there. There's Lufthansa. And Cargo Lux 747, which you might see in a moment. But that is Lufthansa. Looking very nice in the sky there. Cargo Lux is a bit out of shot at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on it, and if we can get it, we'll get it for you. It should be coming out short actually. There he is. (747) Cargo Lux. Oh, hello. A340 is also in the sky somewhere. Hang on. Now, where would you be? (17,000 feet, where is he? Can't see him at the moment. Yep.
Do you know why? Because you're not looking where you're going. It's a lesson, wasn't it? Look where you're going. Go off the brush, dog. You're so clever and you're so dumb. Stop looking at a lamppost. Why are you looking at a lamppost?
Flight 712, down 7, request taxi. Flight 712, taxi 1 Alpha, 4 ready for departure. 1 Alpha, will clear flight 712.
Can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it, unfortunately. It was up in the sky somewhere. It should be low though, 17,000 feet, but I can't see it. Oh well. He's heading off to Bournemouth. So I think what we'll do, we're going to keep an eye on the Swiss, and I think we'll make Swiss, if it's alright with you guys, your final flight today. My sciatica is really playing up now, and it's becoming a bit unbearable. Apologies, it's not the normal show I'd like to do for you guys. It's a very brief one, and normally we'd probably be at Heathrow or Gatwick today. But given the fact of my back problems and sciatica, it's just not possible really. Inbound next to the Florence flight.
Flight 712, ready for departure, traffic or inside? Flight 712, Roger, hold Alpha. Holding Alpha, flight 712. That is blue.
Now I'm not too sure if they're still on the taxiway, so we might see them getting backtracked again. Keep an eye on it. See what happens. Oh, no, they don't need to backtrack now.
I mean, I've got,
soon to be departing is the Edinburgh flight.
Runway 09 and clear for takeoff. Runway 09 and clear for takeoff. Fly 8713.
Don't let the service drop. Keep those chests up nice and proud. That's coming as far forward as you can get until you get a 90-degree angle underneath. You're only using half of the slide. Hold it in tight together, watch the margin, press eyes on the margin.
Right, so we should be seeing this wrap up soon from Swiss.
Yeah, that's fine. 7, starters through, contour eastern. Approach circulate on 3 gallon 96.
Bring in the legs again, in 2. And 1, bring in the legs, ready. Move, half line, sorry, half lines. So 5, 3 seconds more. Make sure your body's fully then over.
5.019, back to point alpha, already. And just point alpha.
There we go, stairs have been removed. This is going to be our final flight we follow.
Would you like to follow Tango straight to KLM and we don't need to have it slightly switch the wind as well. 1 that'd be much appreciated. Hold Tango 3. Oh, Tango 3, no, it's nice. The Derek is we're at 780 20, we're ready. Derek is Yeah, that's fine. It's 6 back to 1 alpha. 6 yards through the manage. Yeah, that's fine. 6 by alpha line up away from 109 report ready. Alpha line 09 report ready. Right, 019, thanks for your help there. Thanks for 1 alpha report ready. Thanks for 1 alpha.
They have more.
6 with November, press the back. 6 by the November, control 09, vacating Foxtrot. Right, November, control 09, vacating Foxtrot, proceed to Mike 6.
Okay, KLM is on the move. They are taking off. Heading off back to Amsterdam, and then we have the Florence flight heading out as well as number 2. And we should see Swiss depart very soon.
I think I have this one, but yeah, as now they take a big flight picture. Parachute on 1011 12, 7. 12, 1, 11, 12, look all good.
Good. Finding that positive lift on.
When Alpha support ready to start. Alpha, we'll show the short ahead.
I'm still waiting. I've already emailed them once.
Carl, thank you so much for the £5. Honestly, towards the painkillers. They certainly will be going towards the painkillers. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Lee gifting 1 membership, which has gone to Breezy as well. Thank you to you. Do appreciate your continued support. Apologies, I've not been too chatty today on the chat, but yeah, as the hours have continued to grow, the pain is increasing for the sciatica. So it's yeah, and I've stupidly forgotten the ibuprofen, so apologies for that. So yeah, not the normal short chatty show that we would normally have here. So for that, I do apologise. Like I say. Hopefully this sciatica won't stay too long and this back problem won't stay too long, but yeah, very uncomfortable. But to the chaps, thank you so much, and to everyone, this is our final flight as well today, so thank you so much. We would normally stay to the final part, but yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm throwing in the towel after this one. It's too painful. But yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We gave it a go, see what it's like. Apologies. Like I say, it's not the normal sort of tempo of the show that we go for. But we'll be back on Saturday next week, 9:30 for Stansted. Hopefully a lot better. Hopefully back will ease off a little bit, and also I'll be sitting down, so that should be a lot better as well. I do appreciate you guys tuning in and giving us some support. Thank you to everyone who has hit the like button as well today, and to our mods for joining in today. Whatever you're doing this Saturday, enjoy yourselves, and this weekend, have a great one. And we will see you in weekend. So yeah, we're going to final finish here with Swiss and beautiful Airbus A220. Hang on though folks, because ITA Airways might be going, so if they are, and I hear a clearance, I'll stay for that. They've taken the stairs away, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm going to check this out.
Yeah, no.
Okay, the light is on, the beacon light is on, which means they're going to start the engine. So yeah, we're going to stay here for this, and then this will be our last flight. Cheers, Carl. Thank you so much. Thank you to David as well, and Michael. Yes, I think I'm going to pop into Lidl's, get some more roofing, and get one for the bag as well, so I keep it permanently in the bag for time being. And I'm after also, I don't know if you've seen it, Lidl has started in their bakery a school cake slice, and it looks pretty nice. It reminds me of the old school cakes you used to get with 100, 1,000 the icing on top. So I'm gonna have a look at, see if I can get out for that. Just one more, might be two, because City Flyer is moving before ITA, but they are starting the engines here for ITA Airways. They've already started them up. Fucking hell, Michael. You can make me swear on it. Ah, bloody hell. David said, oh, has Lidl entered guest the stamp market? You guys. Thank you for putting a smile on my face in this pain. Brilliant. That comment really got me. It caught me off guard there, Michael. I don't normally swear on the channel, so apologies if anyone offended. Ah, bloody hell. Appreciate the thought, Michael.
I'm on Charlie, we are ready. Oh, you only taking about half the line at runway 09. Well, half an hour at runway 09, there's that.
There we go, I think we've got ignition there from the ITA. So they're going to be taxiing soon. Heading onto the runway at the moment. I believe this is the Ibiza flight, maybe? I can't remember if it's Ibiza taking off or departing, I can't remember now. Florence flights. No, Dublin flight. Yes, Dublin flight. Okay, final flight. I can't get over the temperature. According to this, the temperature reading we got on the stream, it says it's 15 degrees. It really does not feel 15 degrees. We're talking 21 at least. I'm starting to sweat. That's how warm it is. Okay, final flight for City Airport's Saturday service here. Here we go. Heading off to Milan. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. That is the final flight out of London City today. Hope you have enjoyed this brief show. And we will see you on Saturday next week, 9:30 at Stansted, where we'll be up close and personal with the aircraft. Thank you so much to the mods today. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Enjoy yourselves and goodbye.
Обязан помогать ребенку. Все, это его диплом, это его ответственность.